What's up guys, Crypto Dealer here and welcome back to a brand new video. Now, you might have noticed that I'm wearing a pair of glasses on my head. These are in fact my scam spectacles, as I like to call them, and basically their job is just to block out all the scams from my life, you know. In cryptocurrency, scams are rife, so whenever I'm searching up new coins, I have to wear these to protect myself. And today, that's actually the reason why I got them on. We're going to divulge into an interesting project I came across while I was filming my ICO advert video. When I was doing the research for this, I came across this project, and at the time of recording this, they've raised about $9 million worth, which I found truly remarkable. So I think maybe the best way to introduce this all is how I discovered them, and that was their ICO advert. Then I'm going to take you through some of my findings, and at the end I'll kind of reveal
the big scam.
The original ad that they've been floating around actually got deleted from the channel. It had over 1 million views, and now it's back. They've kind of re-released it, but it's only got 2,500 views, so you know that's a little questionable in itself. Now let's delve into the advert a bit. I'm just going to show you the highlights because it's 2.5 minutes long, but there's some really interesting bits and pieces in it.
Imagine an ecosystem of 4 platforms: crypto exchange, crypto and fiat wallet, trading platform, news portal. This is the EO ecosystem. Everything is powered by the EOCoin for both fiat and cryptocurrencies.
Wow, what an introduction. We've got the generic ICO voice, you know. Hello, this is EOCoin. We've got 4 entire platforms, damn. A wallet, a trading platform, an exchange, and a news website for some bizarre reason. Let me break this down for you. They're not platforms. 3 of those things are basically the same thing, you know, the wallet, the exchange, and the trading platform. The only slight exception is the news website, which, you know, I'm not even sure why that's in there, to be honest.
Crypto and fiat wallet currencies. The EO ecosystem is the brainchild of Expert Option, a leading broker with more than 7 million traders from more than 150 countries. Expert Option is a licensed broker with an award-winning platform and has esteemed partners like Google and Facebook.
Now, there's a lot of high acclamations there. I'm not going to get into it too much right now, but newsflash, they're all nonsense.
The company is run by over 100 employees in 6 different countries. The EO ecosystem will include 4 products: the EO Trade Crypto Exchange, the EO Finance Wallet, the Expert Option Trading Platform, and the EO News Portal. The EOCoin will be used for paying lower fees on the platforms. EO Trade. In addition, KYC and withdrawals will be the fastest on the crypto market. It will be the fastest and strongest crypto exchange for crypto and fiat currency pairs.
Yeah, you get the gist. The rest of the advert goes through all. There's a 31% bonus currently, which is phenomenal. So yeah, now you've kind of seen the advert. You know, as I mentioned, you know, that was what sparked my curiosity, because originally, before they deleted it, it had over 1 million views, which is quite a lot for an ICO shill advert. You know, you're lucky if most of them ever have over 50,000 views, even if they have classed themselves as an advert. The channel itself is kind of what initially piqued my interest. You know, there's a lot of like random videos with like 300 views if you're lucky, and then occasionally there's a few that are like really bumped up and like jacked up in views. Some of them even have as low as like 6 views. Yeah, here we go, 129,000 views. It's like, to me, it's so obvious there that something's not right. There's some sort of bot inflation or whatever, you know. They're probably paying their way for it to happen. Let's go into the website. This is kind of like the next stage of my investigation. So, nice and clean off the bat. yeah, the huge 31 bonus, making sure that's prominent on the page, man. This little like section here of all the acclamations of EO Trade. We have Google partner. A Google partnership, you know, that sounds impressive, you know. That's like you're working with one of the biggest companies in the world. And when you click on it, it's all about the advertising they've done on the platform. It's literally all about the advertising they've done for their videos on the platform, you know. They've basically just paid for it. 100 out of 100 by ICO Ranker. Can't wait to see this review. Let's go check that out. So right off the bat, it's kind of instantly nonsense. It's a copy and paste job, basically. You know, the part that really gives it away is we will build our own crypto wallet which will support more than 20 cryptocurrencies. You know, referring to yourself as we instantly gives it away that none of this was written by the website. And what's the basis of this ranking? There's absolutely nothing. There's no opinion, there's no like substance. It's literally just a copy and paste job, you know. Frankly, it's remarkable that, you know, they're putting those sort of claims on their websites because they know most people aren't going to go and like check them. It's incredible. So that really brings into question what actually is real. I took the time to delve into the white paper a little. 45 pages. It's just a huge blob of information to kind of mask everything. It's kind of like, you know, in Suits, like when there's a case and then the enemy will send over like 2 truckloads worth of like paper for you to like sift through for the information. It's kind of like this, but with a white paper. But the gist of it is they want to raise $100 million to launch these 4 platforms. And really, you know, throughout all the fluff, you know, the main thing that the coin does is give you a discount on fees on the platforms. You could do all of this without the cryptocurrency token, if I'm honest. They're a bit weird about how they describe their token, and they get the whole concept convoluted like halfway through the white paper, where they only start referring to 3 of the platforms, which is a bit of an odd one. It's almost like they don't understand how an Ethereum token works, because they refer to the EOCoin as the gas to power the network, which is actually Ethereum because that's what you use to pay any fees on the network. They also kind of clarify how they're going to carry out their fastest KYC ever, you know, the know your customer verification, which a lot of exchanges do these days. And the way they're going to do that is they have a skilled office team. I'm pretty sure every other exchange has an office team working on it, you know. They describe the KYC as a market gap, which is interesting. However, I've found some reviews of their current platform, which we'll get into in a bit, where people claim that they had to wait over 2 days for KYC. I know exchanges that can do it in about 15 minutes using like an automated process. Good job, team. Maybe, you know, the $100 million budget is secretly going to a bunch of androids who can carry out KYC really efficiently, but who knows. This is a section that really, you know, really irked me. It became just like more than something you could poke a bit of fun at. It's a constant public manipulation of their image. They literally just buy reviews or articles or whatever. It's not even like sly. Okay, so here's 2 perfect examples which they've actually been very proud to promote. This is a wonderful article on the Grand Cointelegraph website. The EOCoin sale began and the road to the 4 platform ecosystem begins. Wow. There's like no fact checking at all. Cointelegraph have been quite clever in protecting themselves here, because they've quoted a lot of the claims that they like to make on the website, like the 7 million traders, which actually if you go into their actual option website, there may be 8 million people registered or whatever, but there's actually less than 10,000 who actively used it. And I've checked this number a lot, like every now and then, and I've never seen it hit over 15,000, absolute peak. Good to see the Cointelegraph lawyers are in top form. They also very quietly put this is a paid press release, which is good, you know. It's not entirely visible, but you know, at least they're putting that out there for everyone. The Merkel, on the other hand, that's another story. They don't even get the amount of platforms that are going to be released. One coin for 3 platforms. You know, it's kind of so obviously like either pre-written or like chilling it hard. This seamless combination of platforms. I'm sorry, in what world are the 4 platforms seamless? You know, if you have any basic concept of product design, your plan is to make things as simple as possible. Do you really think that you're gonna get consumers to download 4 different apps to use 4 different things, you know? And you know, I don't even see anything about it being a paid thing. Although it's marked press releases, like they've shirked away from even giving it a writer, which is quite funny. Like obviously they know it's just absolute nonsense. In a market infested by repetitive blockchain projects which offer nothing new, this incredible plan, which could only have been birthed by an investing mastermind, offers the most promising ecosystem which will combine the power of the biggest industry in the world with the fastest growing technology. So who actually is the mastermind of this thing? Apparently it's Ivan Apraya. There's very little of him on the web, so when you click on it, the page isn't available, but there was one that was interesting. Could have been him, which was this one, and it seems like they live quite a lavish lifestyle. Probably that's the reason why they need to do this ICO. So yeah, the CEO is a complete ghost. There's no like LinkedIn or anything I could find. And that kind of brings us on to Expert Option itself. This is the highly successful options platform. So you know, it's kind of only right I delve a little deeper into them. So the first thing that was interesting for me was the YouTube channel. Let's go back to that a sec. This is they're kind of like selling ad for the platform, and it's quite an interesting one. It's only 28 seconds long, but plenty of beautiful content in there.
Do you want more from life? More money? More freedom? Just visit expertoption.com. Expert Option is a very simple trading website. When you see that graph going up, press the up button. If the graph goes down, press the down button. If you click correctly, you'll get up to 95% profit. Simple, huh? What are you waiting for? Get a $1,000 demo account in just 1 click.
Oh man, got a slimy looking guy in a suit. Check. Asking kind of manipulative questions to like draw people in. Check. The one thing that really gets me is the way they make trading sound so simple. If the chart's going up, press the up button and you can make up to 95%. There's not even a guarantee there of what you could actually make. For all we know, the base could actually be like 20% and you know, up to, depending on the thing. It's just highly manipulative and disgusting, but you know, we're not actually even at the main point of the scam yet. This is the really interesting for me. This is just their like shady tactics around everything. There's very little in terms of opinions around on them. I did find a few things. Binaryoptions.com done a review. It's a new binary options broker that is quickly gaining fame and claims to be one of the best options in the market at the moment. Wow, it's basically just a shilly list website, and even worse, you know, kind of like the fake bot comments saying, "I love it, it's fantastic." You know, I don't have time for that kind of thing. This one is a little shilly and stuff, but actually there are some good things in it. Because of the license that Expert Option has, you can actually use it in most of Europe and the US and Canada. This is kind of something they've been using to shut people's accounts down if they're making too much money. There's also some weird like bonus things where you have to lock in your money for a certain period of time or until you make a certain amount to withdraw again, and that's caught a bunch of people out. Obviously with no skill, you know, they're luring people in with the promise of easy money, and then just waiting for them to mess up with like a leveraged trade or whatever.
The big scam.
And this kind of brings us back to the ICO and why that's a big scam. A while back I done a video about Venezuela releasing the petrodollar, which was like the world's first ever sovereign cryptocurrency. And actually like the main reason for them doing this was to get around various US sanctions and stuff. And that's kind of what's going on here. They've identified a way to get around regulations and get accepted worldwide in the form of cryptocurrencies. Basically, they're accepting money from anyone who isn't in the US. The terms and conditions are quite big and wordy, and you know they've been quite questionable. These two lines are the ones that most concern me. You know, the company is basically set up in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I don't even know where that is. But basically, if anything goes wrong, the only way you can sue them is through those courts, which I imagine are a nightmare. But back to like the main scam aspect of this. They're basically accepting money from anyone, anywhere, and their platforms are going to be available to use anywhere in the world because, you know, there's not really any serious way to regulate cryptocurrency. And basically they're using cryptocurrency to avoid regulation and jurisdiction issues that they've had in the past. And quite frankly, you know, it's incredible that they've raised $9 million or whatever. I can't help but think that a lot of this is people who are close to them or part of the business, and I feel really bad if anyone's been drawn into this and thought it was amazing. Anyway, I'd love to hear what you guys think about this, and obviously if the EO team want to reach out, great, please come ahead, because there's not really an easy way to contact any of you. Moral of the story is, don't buy this junk, and beware of any companies coming into cryptocurrency, you know, using their current reputation as a way to raise money. Of course you're going to get some that are actually in it for the technology, but you know, there's a lot of like failing businesses like Kick, Kodak, and Expert Option who are using this as a way to go in a new direction or just keep themselves afloat. Remember that these companies operate fine without a blockchain before. You know, unless they're doing something really revolutionary with the technology, then there's no need for it. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and thumbs up, and stay safe. Papa bless.